Indie news, it's Valentine's Day as we're filming it in 2019. What a week it has been, my goodness. Let's start off with the breaking news and for once, we're actually going to talk about me. That's right, I'm on Kickstarter, Barbara Unleashed issue number 1. For those who are a fan of me, this is obviously what we've been talking about for a long time. This is the rebrand coming around. There is new content. There is brand new stuff to go along with this amazing project. So it's nuts. And I've been saying this throughout social media, and I got to put it in here. It is not a reboot at all. No siree. This is an evolution of storytelling, and I truly believe that 100% of the way. I'm going to have to throw it in here at some point. Barbara Unleashed is the new title. We can't even say the old title. Every time we said it recently, all of a sudden our Facebook feed died on us. So that tells you how much censorship has attacked this project. We're going to quickly look at it. And you'll notice right away, clearly I'm giving a nod to what this story is about, but I'm being as subtle as I can. There's nothing obvious about it. I'm letting people know. It's like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But we're trying not to use art so we get censored, which sucks because, there's certain art I could probably use a little bit more of, but we're not going to really be able to lean into this because we're going to get attacked by the social justice warriors who, for some reason, have now taken a stance against the actual community that is a different lifestyle from the average person. I don't even like calling it a lifestyle because that makes it sound like a choice. For a lot of people, they are just born different. And as a matter of fact, you know what? You know what'll do great? I'm really proud of this video. Why don't we check out the video? What do you guys think? You willing to? Let's do this. Not everyone is born to be normal. Some are born to be different. For some, the rules of normal don't fit who they are. For some, life isn't about cheap sexual experiences or cheap highs. Barbara's drawn to things most would not understand, or worse, demonize. Barbara seeks to explore her dark instincts in the New York City underground. Join Barbara on her coming-of-age tale and watch her journey through the New York City underground. Learn from Barbara how not to become a victim of overeagerness. Back this project to explore the darker instincts of humans. Music provided by Ben Sound. Music used, Dreams, and Once Again. What's going on, Brian? How are you doing? I'm excited, man. This is got and Brian's giving us a boost over at Indie Advocates on our fan page, which I haven't done a lot with, to be honest with you guys. That's gonna probably encourage me to get on it and be part of it. And I agree. Brian just messaged me, and I completely agree with what you said, Brian. If you're still watching, feel the same way. Okay, so it says 89% funded. Full disclosure, I don't know where the zero went. The goal is really 350, but we're going to have made our goal, it looks like, in the next 10 minutes, the official goal. But that's the unofficial. Well, it's the official goal because you can't change your goal. And I wasn't going to cancel the project. There's still a few typos. I literally put this together probably within a week. While the project we'd been planning for a while, I was originally just going to do a quick 100 with the 100, which would have made it a different campaign. And I put it off, and then I realized I wanted to go in July. I wanted to go on February 14th. The significance is that back 2 years ago on February 14th, the first issue of Barbara's story was officially funded. So that's why we're here where we are now. So it's a circular motion where we're beginning where we first started with a new start. And the new start has been brought on by social justice warriors. And I don't mean people who actually are out there trying to make the world better. I mean people who look to cause problems. And that's something my campaigns have been hit by, and we had to adjust and learn how to navigate in this new world of hypersensitivity over everything and anything. I mean, it's easy to make up a lie about something and run with that lie and try to damage people's reputations, which is going to bring us to our other story today. So let's do this. So for those who don't know what swatting is, as we begin this, uh, it is basically where you call in a prank phone call to the police, and they run into your house with guns drawn, and people get shot and killed. The reason I'm bringing this up is because, and we'll go for, we haven't covered this officially on our site, simply because the story is still developing. Uh, Someone obviously filed a false report. I'm not sure if we're going to officially cover it, but I will say this publicly, that I stand behind Peter in this moment. I don't know him well. We are Facebook friends. I know him through passing, but I also know that he's spoken of highly. What happened to him is basically that someone did this false flag report about him stabbing his girlfriend and threatening to kill himself. And yeah, I am not super thrilled with anything that had to do with this situation. Um, he's okay. The good news is the police were well trained. They didn't overreact to the situation. They did what they had to do. He is fine. I want to know more about what's causing this, but I can say this: no matter what the cause behind this, the person who did it is a coward. And I hope they spend the rest of their life in prison. They endangered police officers, they endangered a child, they endangered a fellow comic book creator. I don't care what Peter's politics are, I don't care what Peter posts online. There is nothing he could have done, as far as I know, that would warrant this. There could be something extreme that we don't know about Peter, and I don't want to say that that's what's happening here, but you never know. But still, let's say it's the most extreme thing ever, this wouldn't warrant this behavior. And I don't think Peter's a bad guy. I don't think so many people are going to talk highly about a guy who didn't take a side when he was forced to either back Comicsgate or not back Comicsgate, and Danny's shown up. So basically, someone swatted Peter Simiti. He's the owner of Alterna Comics, and Alterna are the ones who are doing those newspaper prints, bringing it back. And he's just trying to make something, trying to make comics. He's helping creators out by building this amazing brand. He had at one point, the running theory is at one point he was asked to take a side on the Comicsgate thing. A lot of creators were asked to take that. Some took sides, others decided to stay neutral because they didn't see a reason to have to take a side. Because it's weird to tell someone that they have to politically take a side when all we want to do is create comics. I'm with Peter on that. I just want to create comics. I don't care what someone's politics are, so long as their politics aren't abusive to humanity. And if they are abusive to humanity, to be honest with you, I'd rather talk to them about it and understand why they feel that way and then do my best to change their mind. I don't think threatening people changes people's minds. I don't think antics like this change people's minds. Now, of course, that's a running theory, and you asked me to recap it, so that's what I'm recapping. The truth is, at this moment, as of filming this, we have no idea why this person did it. It could have just been some bored teenager who does not understand life. It could have been a disgruntled former employee. It could be something to do with Comicsgate. We just don't know yet. I don't want to put it out there for the world. I'm just recapping what people are saying about it. It is obviously upsetting, and no matter what you feel about this, I think that we can all agree, whether he be Comicsgate or not, whether he supports what you support politically or not, I think we can all agree that police officers running into your house with pistols drawn when your wife and your son are home is nothing that any creator should go through because of a political belief, whether it be real or perceived by people, because a lot of people now perceive things. We started off the show talking about how I'm attacked by quote-unquote social justice warriors when they don't even understand what they're attacking. People just like to attack things now. Could be an extension of that, but it is definitely a bullying tactic, and it is a way to attack a person. This was done on purpose to upset him. And worse is that they filmed this. I personally was saying on a video of my own that what I think should happen is that from now on, police should cut the power whenever they have a report like this. And the reason I think they should cut the power is because a lot of times these jerks are sitting there watching the video, laughing at what's happening. And people have really been killed at this point over swatting. It's not a joke. There's nothing funny about this. And if anyone gets any sense of humor about this, you're seriously in need of some either spiritual or emotional help. And I really hope you get it. I'm not gonna knock you, because to find this funny, there's something wrong with you, because people's lives were in danger. And I've said it and I'll say it again. You don't know. He could have been a gun owner. He lives in the United States as far as I'm aware. And I believe he's in the United States. So he could have been a gun owner. He could have been on the couch cleaning his guns by the time the cops got there. For all you know, he could have been online and then decided, oh, I have to go, guys. Sorry, I got to break out. I'll catch up with everyone later. Could have walked into the living room and decided to clean his gun, or maybe he was cleaning his gun before that because his kid wasn't home. The person who made these calls doesn't have this information. So if he was cleaning a gun, I'm not saying he's a gun owner, by the way. I'm giving a worst case scenario on the behalf of law enforcement. If he had been cleaning a gun and law enforcement walked in and he did not realize it was law enforcement, because if anyone's seen how they breach doors, they bang your door down and come in yelling and screaming. The reaction could have been negative, and we could have been talking about a killed creator and maybe an injured or worse, killed police officer. My goodness. I'm heartbroken that people think that this is okay. That it's okay to do something to a fellow creator, a fellow human being. I'm very disappointed in this. And of course, like many others, I want to know who is behind it. I want to know why. And I want us to explore the why, not for that sensationalism nonsense, but to really understand it and address it as a community. But for now, what I encourage everyone to do is just today say that you stand with Pete in this not being at all something that should be done. It's that simple. It's like the whole, when there's like a shooting at a public place, we can all stand up and say that we think that has to end. No one thinks the shootings are good. This is the same thing. Just stand with Pete and say swatting is not okay. So we're going to jump over to the site. I don't think we actually have the site loaded right now for some reason, which is weird. We're gonna load two different things. That's Mr. Anderson. We'll check out Mr. Anderson actually, and I'll load us right here. So here's Mr. Anderson, and there's Barbara Unleashed. We have it on the site. I haven't been anywhere, so I'm gonna finally have something added in the next couple of weeks, and we'll take a look at my site. And of course, my site you can definitely subscribe to. I definitely suggest you do that. And there's the Barbara Unleashed, looking awesome, man. I'm really, really digging this. Super excited about it. I think our stall works. So we got the Indie Showcase going on February 23rd. Next weekend, start making your plans now to be in Longwood, Florida at the Acme Superstore. And you know what? We're going to call it up because I actually added some new stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to open this tab. The Comic-Con forecast for this weekend. In California, there's Black Comics Day, Heroes Rise 2, featuring Marcel Dupree. Kid's going to be there. There's a whole list. We're going to get to that. We're going to put it on today, you guys. It's a long list. We're going to say it we're going to do it on the show. We are super excited. Stay tuned for that. And of course, we just filmed Kickstarter Talk, which, yes, I slipped Barbara Unleashed into on purpose. Because it's the week wrap-up, let's see what was in our This Week in Indie Comics, because next week it'll be different. Probably the last time we're seeing the unboxing, the Indie Advocate, me, Mr. Anderson, with interview from the web, Hanging with the Web show. Issues 1 and 2 of Lucha Mystery are available on Comixology and Drive-Thru Comics. The Power Knights number 4 are on sale. The Boston Metaphysical Society continues to get stretch goals. And Drexel number 2 hit Kickstarter. We'll have totally different stuff next week. Here are our featured Kickstarters. I would not expect to see Barbara Unleashed into this just yet. We have all the way till March 17th. Armor is just about done. I believe it's got about 20 hours to go at this point. Make sure you're backing it. Drexel is on Kickstarter. Travis Gibb is back with Broke Down and Four Dead Bodies. Sam Johnson has the Indiegogo project for Geek Girl as the original Geek Girl returns. And I don't know why this is messed up. There's something messed up here that I'm going to have to fix right away, because that's got You Create with my friend Dandridge, Victor Dandridge's stuff. Something's really gone wrong with this thread. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to break that open when we're off air. Never mind, the Furthermore did a cool Valentine's Day program. And speaking of programming, between the hours of 2 and 4, 6 and 8, 10 and 12, you can hear the brand new radio program. It is the Indie News Report with me, Mr. Anderson, the Indie Devil. Check it out. Subscribe if you can. Get that bookmarked, because we have the other show being filmed today. All right, what else do we got in here for you guys? We got the Creator Spotlight, Stalker by Bradley Potts as part of the Boston Metaphysical Society Rebellion Kickstarter bundle. And Chaotic Flux interview with Scott Payne. And we're going to have an interview with rookie creator Joel Rodriguez, and we're going to have the 7 reasons to back the Beast Kings. So stay tuned for that on Friday. Those are going to be, we're going to hit you with 2 interviews on Friday. One's for a Kickstarter, one's for an amazing creator. So stay tuned, guys. We got a lot going on. All right, let's quickly see what happened here. I just want to see what happened. Yeah, see, the title is completely wrong. All right, I got to fix that real quick. I have no idea why that's so horribly wrong. Every so often, and it's probably, if we're being honest, my fault. I think I know why, because now on Indiegogo, okay, so this has got to go to not a Kickstarter. While I fix this, you guys go ahead and watch this video.
Okay. My keys and hey, hi, I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics. You literally just on my way out to start talking about my You Create Comics line. Actually, since you're here, can I start with you? My in-class programming that I do to kind of instill education with some cool with comic books. It's kind of important to me, actually. As a kid, I didn't like to read until I has made me as successful as I am today. So I kind of want to give back a bit, you know? I'm really kind of starting with my hometown and trying to make sure that, kids in Columbus, Ohio have an opportunity, much like I did, to explore comics and see how that impacts their education and their potential future and earnings out here in the world. So, I could really use your help with that. I'm trying to raise at least $250 to be able to bring my programming to one school in Central Ohio with a high-end goal of $2,500 to maybe reach 10 schools with a potential of 2,000 students. Now, obviously, yes, you might not be from Columbus, so maybe that might not be your bag, but it really would mean the world to me if you could at least share, talk about, or influence in some way, shape, or form this project to imminent success. We want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to succeed and excel, and comic books is all about that. The superheroics are all about inspiration to our higher selves. So with your help, I think we can actually do it. If you get a second, please donate, pledge. These are some of the prizes that you'll have. These are actually from the You Create Comics line that can help you make your own very own comic material, right? I mean, like literally yours. You create it. That's kind of the name. It's clever, right? I know. But if not, feel free, share. Share with somebody that knows that their kids love comics or is into the comic book medium, and maybe they will be able to support. Either way, with your help, I know we can empower learning to imminent success for some Central Ohio students. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.
How super awesome. I love it. He did a video yesterday that actually showed him, not showed him, but talked about his experiences in the classrooms and all the amazing things that he is doing. And we're just going to drop in Barbara Unleashed into here, because when I made this, I actually built Barbara Unleashed in about 48 hours. And there's probably some spelling errors I'm going to have Chuck look at. So don't judge me too harshly. And again, it was one of those things where I had to, I don't know why that did that. Alright, that's just weird. Alright, bear with me 1 second. This just got really weird for some reason. I can't even tell you why right now. Let me see if we reload it. We're gonna knock this out of here, and we're gonna go back to here, and I'll take care of this on the side, and that's gonna be fixed though. So here's the indie showcase that I was telling you guys. So check this out. Meet creators of New Worlds and tomorrow's big names here. It's the Indie Showcase. It's happening in Longwood, Florida, 905 East State Road, 434, Longwood. And I have no idea why it has a complicated address like that. I just copy and paste. I'll have to look just to make sure I didn't screw something up. But that's what I think it is. But if it is, we'll just fix it. It's the Acme Superstore. This is amazing. You're going to have such big names going on. You guys can see the link of everyone we have already. There are more people being added by the day. Super excited to announce Roland Mann's going to be there. We're going to have Tart creator Kevin Joseph there. We're going to have Travis Gibb there. We're going to have Joel Rodriguez, the indie rookie. We're going to have Martha Schwartz. We're going to have, well, Marcus H. Roberts will not be present. He has good reasons that I'm not going to share. I assure you, if he could be there, he would. We're going to try to get his books to be represented, though. We want the Protector there with us. David Brine is going to be with us, the couch creator, and my brother on the Comic-Con Highway, Richard Rivera, returns to the Comic-Con Highway. He's bringing back Stabby Bunny. He will be at the Indie Showcase. This is all on February 23rd. Make your plans now, guys. Start driving. Get in your car. It is cold up there. Come on down to Florida and come hang out with the Indie Devil. All right, you wonderful people, you. What else do we got to talk about? What else can I tell you about? I don't think there's anything else going on in the Comic-Con forecast besides that amazing Heroes Day. And you know what? While that loads, let's go over to Facebook. Let's do a Facebook run real quick. That's not a Niobe thing we got going on. All right, and I want to talk about the. Someone wants to join our group. Here it is. This is the Black Comic Books Day that I was talking about. Okay, so this is Saturday. It's going to be going down at the San Diego Malcolm X Library. This is celebrating the arts and comic book culture. It's a free Black History Month special event. This is going on 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's going to have just a huge amount of names here. Picking out people I know. Gregory Elise is going to be there. Keithan Jones is going to be there. Marcel Dupree is going to be there. Aaron Nobus, Alex Benedico, Andre Owens, Angela Nixon, Brandon Thomas, Damian Fort, Dave Phillips, David Rector, Gary Adams. So a lot of big names, man. Super huge deal this is going to be. So that's part of the Comic-Con forecast. We're definitely going to have that represented in our map. I don't know if we have anything else to report right now, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick look at convention scene. Of course, we're gonna film a more in-depth issue. Of course. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up about what's going on. Not a lot, I remember. Yeah, it's like 3 different cons. Long Beach has got something in California. New York's got a fanfare. Pennsylvania has the Ice Wars Comic Con, and something in the Philippines called Comic-Con. So check out for more details the upcoming show that we're going to film. We're filming the next radio program. I appreciate you guys hanging with us. I believe that we've had a good week. We had some stuff go on left and right. I know that There is political stuff that people are nervous about, and I do apologize for anyone affected by another possible government shutdown here in the United States. That's not cool. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but we're $4 from goal. It's so weird to say that in day one. Like I'm still gonna like mentally prepare to get 350 because that's what I want. But I do want to play it because I don't promote myself enough. My friends are always ragging on me. So here we go. This is me promoting me. This is Barbara Unleashed. Not everyone is born to be normal. Some are born to be different. For some, the rules of normal don't fit who they are. For some, life isn't about cheap sexual experiences or cheap highs. Barbara is drawn to things most would not understand, or worse, demonize. Barbara seeks to explore her dark instincts in the New York City underground. Join Barbara on her coming-of-age tale and watch her journey through the New York City underground. Learn from Barbara how not to become a victim of overeagerness. Back this project to explore the darker instincts of humans. Music provided by Ben Sound. Music used, Dreams, and Once Again. I would not feel right with myself. I just realized it this weekend, and I don't know why we don't have it, and this is something I'm going to have to work on to make sure we don't forget it for the Comic-Con forecast. Sci-Fi Bartow is going on. Now, Brian had been asking if I can make this. I'm still like in a position of not knowing exactly if I'm going to be able to make it or not. I'm going to try best efforts. I might have something going on with the fam. Brian, I'm giving you the love. I'm letting you see it right now. I'm letting the world know that they're doing a panel during this amazing event. This is happening in Bartow, Florida. If you guys are curious what Bartow is, let's go to the map. So this is Bartow. Bartow, I believe, is Central Florida. And I'll even show you. So here's Bartow. It's not far from Brandon. I'm down here a little bit. So for me, take that straight up. It's probably not that bad of a drive, to be honest with you. Probably about a 2-hour drive. For those wondering, we're right up here. Longwood is right over here. I believe that's where Longwood is. So that's where the Indie Showcase is going to be. I believe that. Hold on. Let me get Longwood up here. Let's check out the Acme Superstore while we're doing this. So that's going to be going on. That event's going to be awesome. And they're going to actually have in the Comics in the Classroom panel our friends from the Power Hour of Love are going to be joining Nicole. So that's going to be a super awesome team up. Also, I want to check in Rising Tide Publications. We wanted to get him 1,500 likes. We're so close. If you not have liked this man yet, please do so. I honestly think that this man is great for indie comics. I've been trying to get him to 1,500. That's my birthday gift to this amazing creator. Please, please do the right thing. Like this man's page today. All right, so I got distracted because I saw him and I got excited. Where were we going again? That's right, for the Acme Superstore. Oh my God, you guys just, 905 State Road 434. It's just a weird address. So my goodness, inside this place is so amazing. It is, amazeballs, as I've heard it said. So let me see if they got pictures of the inside of this place. Trying to think what would show the inside. Let's see. There's the Indie Showcase. I want to see if they have such amazing, look at the comic book. Graphic novel section. My God, you could spend a week there. Let's see look at back issues. I can smell comics. When I see a picture like this, don't you smell the comics? I want to see if they got anything. They got some cool props within the building. They're trying to reinvent different sections of the store to have, like, they even have a little indie section, which I'm always a huge fan of. We got to stop and look. Every time I see this, I get excited. Seeing that, oh man, I could spend hours flipping through all the boxes. Couldn't you? And some action. Like, this place has your childhood on display. I am telling you, if you're a collector and you're looking for something that you haven't been able to find, this is the place to check out. Look at this stuff. And it goes on, the different things that they have. Here we go. Giant Duff Beer thing. I don't even know if they still have that. But how cool is that? They got Funko Pops, but blah. Who cares about Funko Pops? But they have He-Man versus Big Spider-Man Hulk. Say what? Okay, so I'm a giant geek and nerd. Whatever. Deal with it. Deal with it. All right. And, I don't know why they're there. I somehow think that they're the twins that Dirk Manning actually worked with on his recent book for some reason. I'm not sure about. That's why I read it, because I know Dirk Manning just worked with a pair of teens, and they did amazing on Kickstarter. And ooh, the good guy doll. And check this out. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm done geeking out, I promise. I know you're all like, Rob, stop it, stop it. Go back to doing the news, Mr. Anderson. So that's where we're going to be. Super excited about this. I cannot wait to get there. I love going there. Me and Jax have fun just being there. I'm hooked. I'm ready to go. We're trying to find out where it was, right? Let's get some directions, shall we? Let's see. Usually on homepage they have directions if the address is listed, and I know they have it listed. So let's see. Here it is. So taking a look again, and then I promise I'll let you guys go back to your amazing day. I hope everyone's having a good day. So here it is. That was where we were talking about this weekend. I was like, an hour and a half, 2 hours. That's where it's in Winter Haven right here. That's where we're going to have Sci-Fi Bartow. So Orlando, it's not as far as you would think. Let's see directions. From where I am, does it actually know where I am? Here. Use your current location. Sure. Find me. Find where I am. So from my location, it's about 3.5 hours. So that'll be a day that maybe we leave the night before, after Jax gets out of school, and go hang out at a hotel if we can find a cheap one. Maybe we'll do Universal because it's his birthday weekend. So I want to see if I can do something cool with Buddy Boy. But I do got a radio program to excitingly have to film. But I want to show you guys something. We're right here where it's warm. All the area here, it's warm. All the area up here, it's so cold. Why don't you guys come on down? If you're in Nebraska, no, thank you. I don't want to have it on the go. If you're in Nebraska, if you're in Toronto, if you're in Pittsburgh, if you're in Springfield, Missouri, if you're in Albuquerque, New Mexico, if you're in, well, Arizona is usually warm, right? But if you're in one of these cold areas, anywhere here where it's cold, come on down to the Indie Showcase. All right, guys, this has been another week. We're going to see you back here on Monday. My name's Mr. Anderson. You know what I'm about. You see what I'm about. You know that you can back my project and be my friend. You can be... Oh, we're funded! Oh, it took so long to make $36. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. I don't know how we survived. Kidding around aside, we're still in it for $350. Help us make $350. But thank you for everyone who's backed the project already. I do appreciate it. My name is Mr. Anderson, And I don't do that a lot because I had a friend tell me not to kid around with that. But we're having fun. This is our wrap up show. It's been kind of a long week. It's Valentine's Day. We're going to be a little goofy today. I am the Indie Devil and the Indie Saint. So, every so often we'll be playful. For those who don't know, and I know that I talked to my sister about this recently, she had no clue why I was doing that. That's from an actual wrestler, Kenny Anderson, who used to actually do that. And he used to be like, "My name is Mr. Anderson." And of course, I can't play it for you. And that also goes back to the whole different Kenny Anderson. Let me see if it comes up with Mr. Anderson. Because he only used Kenny Anderson for a short bit. Let's see, WWE. Yeah, see, this guy used to get on a mic, and he used to do this, and he would yell up into it, "Mr. Anderson." Oh my goodness, he shaved his head to look like Kurt Angle. I hope that was a head, like a headpiece. So actually, he was a pretty talented wrestler too. I actually did enjoy him. I guess he's an announcer now. He's a boxing ring announcer. He's got the pipes for it, man. All right, I'm geeking out. I'm having fun with you guys, but I know everyone's got to get to do something. So let's meet back here on Monday and start the news all over again. You guys have a great weekend. Go out today and have fun. If you're single, enjoy being single. Enjoy the time you have to do whatever you want today. So go out and do something you want to do. For now, that's the end of our program. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Mr. Anderson. It's been my pleasure bringing you to the news this week. Monday, of course, I'll split the duty of doing the news. Chuck will get the evening shift. I'll get the early afternoon, depending on when Brian K. Morris gets out, late morning. So we look forward to seeing you back here on Monday. For now, this has been a production of the Indie Advocates Network, the site empowering indie creators and advocating for them, their creators, and the new worlds they create, dedicated to ending the reboot culture. We appreciate you guys spending time with us. This has been another edition of the Indie News.